Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Fish Bowl. We got some Rocket League action tonight. Start of the NECC season here in the Fish Bowl for us. Rivals and Valorant kicked us off with 2 wins to start their seasons as we head into Rocket League, playing Murray State for the 3rd time already in 2 weeks. We played them twice in our placement matches. We just ended up finding ourselves in the same division, so we're playing them once again here tonight in a best-of-7 now, switching from best-of-5s coming out of the preseason tournament. So looking forward to some fun Rocket League tonight. We got the same team of Q-Ball, Electric, and NECC rounding out the roster on the stage, and looking forward to hopefully a 4-0 victory for Lakeland.
Yeah, hopefully see a little more of what we saw the last, say, 3 games.
Yeah.
Last week.
Not game 1 stuff, maybe past that.
Yes. So we get into game 1 here. What are you excited to see? What are you looking forward to seeing?
I'm looking forward to watch a little more NECC. He's not new to the roster, but new to starting, new to the stage, and he played well in the preseason. For how little time he's had with Electric and Q-Ball. Electric and Q-Ball have been playing together for the past couple semesters, so looking forward to seeing him here in game 1 of this best-of-7 against Murray State as we start with a kickoff here. Boy, right when I was talking about wanting to see NECC swing and a miss on the first aerial, but that's all right. Yep. Miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and Nick is not afraid to take shots. That's for sure. So we're going to have to see Lakeland just apply a little more pressure than they did in the first game, in the first series against Murray State. They changed a little bit how they wanted to play against them when they saw them for their 3rd game of the placement series, and that series went much better for the side of Lakeland. On the side of Murray State, they just really have to keep the pressure up. Lakeland was really able to keep the ball on Murray State's half for a lot of the second series against them. So if there's a shift in that kind of time of possession for Murray State, I can see them having much more success than they did prior. But as they're going to get a wide open shot on net, Astro early 1-0 lead for Murray State.
There's a lot of pressure there. The ball just kind of couldn't get it out of your half, couldn't get boost. Makes it really hard.
Yeah, and the classic double commit just coming through yet again. Just kind of an unfortunate bounce off of it as well, and Astro took advantage with a nice shot. NECC is going to just find the back of the net, equalize that up right away. Great angle for the newcomer on the stage, and what a way to get right back into it. That's Rocket League for you, just getting a goal right after you get scored on.
Oh, yeah. 2 seconds off the game clock, 3 seconds off the game clock. Kickoff goal makes everything so much better. Makes
everything better. It makes getting scored on feel a little bit better. As we see a good demo coming out of NECC, he's just all over the map right now, just asserting his dominance. As Electric's going to try to keep this on Murray State's end. I think it's Bernetti is the name. Is that name? I couldn't quite see it. Trying to punch that out of Murray State's defensive side as Life's going to try to go up. And 50 Electric, he is going to be able to win that, but ball is still sent down under their half. As Lakeland's going to look to try to find the back of the net. Q-Ball does so. Ball just bounced in front of the net. Got to take advantage of those opportunities, and Q-Ball finds the back of the net.
Little fake from NECC there.
Just playing mind games. Just rage baiting opponents in game, as he does to everyone else in here too.
Yeah.
Doing what he can to find any advantage for Lakeland. As Murray State's got to try to recompose a little bit here. They got to try to find their footing in this game. They were able to get that early 1-0 lead, but Lakeland's been able to apply most of the pressure throughout the last minute or so. As we see Life trying to make a play here, get this out of Murray State's half. He is able to do so. Astro's going to send that into the corner. Look for a little double tap, but just barely misses the side of the net. Tried to set up one of his teammates, but Electric's there for the clearance on the side of Lakeland, and he's going to try his hand at a nice little double tap towards the net, but nothing is going to be happening there with a nice save coming out from Brunetti. And NECC is going to play a little bit of hockey, just a little dump and chase, and double whiff from the side of Lakeland, and here comes Astro. This is the guy they want the ball in his hands. He's their playmaker from Murray State from what we've seen. I think it's the 4th time we've played this team, maybe even 5th time we've played this team in the last 2 semesters.
I was saying, we played them last year.
We played them we played them a lot last year too. So quite familiar with each other. And if Lakeland can keep Astro in check, they're going to be able to be just fine in this series. A great save, as I'm saying that, coming out from Cue Ball. Astro's looking for an angle, but Cue Ball says no. If Yeti was here, he'd be absolutely gassing up the defense, but I always want to see more as Brunetti ties it up right when I talk about that. Yeti just has to be around, and it's going to be a jinx. No. You can stay. It's a good goal by Brunetti. Lakeland was trying to send that across their half, and just good timing to be able to find the back of the net there. Cue Ball's going to throw that. Oh, but just finds the post, but he might be able to set something up. Life is going to be able to fly across and say no, as Lakeland finds himself in a deadlock here, 2-2 with 1:50 left in game 1 of this best of 7. Demo coming out onto Nick MJ as Lakeland's going to try to apply some pressure here. Electric to Cue Ball, and Cue Ball finds the nice double tap off the back wall. 3-2 Lakeland.
Yeah, great setup there from Electric. He's able to beat Life, and Life's just kind of forced to just retreat, get back to his net, and Cue Ball beats him in the close post.
Yeah, that was really well set up by Lakeland. Life just kind of caught in no man's land.
Yeah.
And it's probably just because I'm bad at Rocket League, but I find myself in that situation a lot when I play this game. And you feel very helpless when that happens. But really, really well set up. By the side of Lakeland, Nick MJ just might find the backline net again, but he sold! He couldn't find the backline net. Throws it off the side of the post and isn't able to extend that Lakeland lead. 1:20 left here in game 1. 3-2 Muskies, as they're going to try to close this one out best they can and inch a little bit closer to a Series 1 victory in week 1, but Electric just can't quite time that jump. Life finds the back of the net and equals it up 3-3.
That was a good shot there from Life. Waited for Electric to make a choice, and he went high, Life shot low.
Yeah, Electric just like maybe even a different car just catches the top of his car there, but you think he's using maybe the thinnest car in this game. Just sneaks right below him. His Cue Ball and MJ are going to send that into the corner. Electric is in front of the net, going to try to make something happen, and he is going to be able to do so. Another great setup. This one coming from Cue Ball to Electric. So just repaying that pass from earlier, and Electric makes a really nice play in front of 2 Murray State defenders to retake that lead 4-3.
Quite the high-scoring affair here for game 1.
Yeah, I would take this over the 1-0 games. These
Yeah.
are a lot more fun to watch and honestly a little less stressful because there's just always action. Those 1-0 or 2-1 games just get where there's shots all over the place. Electric is just playing with his food. Almost finds the back of the net, but Astro with the last-second save almost got that double just like super soft flip in front of the net to try to extend this Lakeland lead. But Astro, again, just in the right place at the right time. One of Murray State's more consistent players, as Electric's going to send this down into their half. 30 seconds remaining here in game 1. Lakeland's going to try to extend their lead, find some insurance here as they're going to try to just keep applying the pressure and not let Murray State breathe for the next 20 seconds of this game. Good demo coming out from the side of Lakeland just to keep Murray State at bay. 10 seconds. Cue Ball's going to try to find that insurance goal, but Astro is there to say no. As here comes the last chance, last-ditch effort here from Murray State. Electric flips this over the top. This might just be all she wrote. Life is able to get that up in the air, though. Astro's going to be able to make something happen, try to find one of their teammates. And all Lakeland has to do is spike this ball, and they're going to be able to do so. I don't know if Cue Ball missed that on purpose, but nevertheless, 1-0 Lakeland. Great start for the Muskies.
Yeah, very high-scoring game. Usually those high-scoring ones tend to play out in Lakeland's favor.
Yeah, for the most part.
Whenever it gets to a very defense-heavy game, we tend to fall behind on that. And, Lakeland's falls behind 1-0 early, but kind of just kept their foot on the gas the whole time, gave up 2 goals the rest of the game, and they were kind of just back and forth the whole time. So
I will say so far this semester in here, they definitely are a team that if they go down, it doesn't really matter to them. They're pretty cool, calm, and collected. They're up there giggling and laughing, having some fun, which is good. It's a good way to stay loose in a game, especially when you're competing every week in and week out. You got to stay somewhat mentally sane. As we're going to start game 2 here, 4 minutes and 50 seconds already left to go. We were jumped in right as the game started. Murray State's going to look to even this series 1-1. Lakeland's going to look to extend their lead 2-0. And remember, this is a best of 7 now for the rest of the regular season into playoffs. We did play best of 5s in the preseason, but that was because there was potential of 3 different series in one night, which is what Lakeland ended up having to do. A nice little cheeky play from Electric and Nick just to keep that on the Murray State end. Unfortunately, not able to get enough mustard on that shot to put any real danger, but Electric with a nice little double tap there, as he's just going to try to continually apply this pressure, but Life is going to be there to be able to clear this out. But running out of boost and not in the right spot. Going to be able to steal away that Lakeland full boost in the back left corner. Electric is going to go down as Nick MJ is going to have to just kind of play a spoiler here and stall this ball out, wait for his teammates to rotate and respawn, as Lakeland's just going to look to try to break the stalemate, as Astro's going to throw something at the net, but Q Ball is right there to just say no. Astro's been in some really good spots, has had some really good shots already, but Lakeland so far has played some pretty decent defense. The rotations have looked a little bit better than last week already, so hopefully just seeing some improvements coming out of them right away. As Astro's going to get another demo over on Nick MJ, as Q Ball's going to be able to be there and send that away, get any sort of pressure off of the side of Lakeland. His Life is actually going to be able to win that 50. He's going to time that just right and find the back of the net. Very well played from Murray State and Life.
Yeah, I kind of just sat, waited for Q Ball to make a decision what he wanted to do with the ball. When you have 100 boosts, you can kind of just wait around and do whatever you want, and he's able to get that ball offside wall, and we had Electric upfield for a pass, so kind of left Nick in a one-on-one in front of the net. Makes it really hard, especially when you're turning back towards your own net.
In Nick's defense, he probably thought that ball was getting into Murray State's side, but if you are that third defender, he probably just does need to be a little bit further back to be able to play for any sort of 50 coming out from Murray State. Nevertheless, 1-0 Murray State. Lakeland has been in this position before. They're in this position in game 1. A great save coming out of Lakeland here, as Astro is just trying his best to take over this game and extend the Murray State lead, but Lakeland's just going to really have to try to get this out of their end. I was almost thinking that Nick was just going to throw that over to Electric and just let him get that out, sitting on 0 boost, and Electric had just picked up that full boost in the corner. But Electric's going to be able to make something happen. He's going to get the first hit on this ball, but just barely misses the corner. A great shot coming out, just couldn't find the right angle there to find the back of the net, as Lakeland is, again, going to be able to continue this pressure, but Astro is going to be there to say no. Trying to set something up here. Electric off the back wall. Nick MJ just misses the top of the crossbar. Tried to go bar down, but was not able to find that cheeky angle that he needed. Electric, cue ball to Electric, going to try to throw something in front of the net again. Looked like he was trying to go near post, but just didn't have the exact right hit that he needed there. And Electric's going to be back here on defense on his own. Life is going to send that into the middle of the net. Great pass over to Bernetti. 2-0 Lakeland, or 2-0 Murray State.
Yeah, just kind of unfortunate right there. I don't remember who it was on the side of Murray beat Q Ball to the ball in the corner.
Yeah.
Q Ball kind of flipped through, caught Nick, who was going back as third in rotation, and left Electric in a 1-on-3 in his own corner.
Yeah, just a little bit of an unfortunate play happening in the corner with the two of them just colliding. But also a great setup from Murray State. Life was able to find the right angle, and Bernetti was in the right spot at the right time. So they're definitely playing better than they did in game 1. Lakeland's got their work cut out for them with just approaching 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. 2-0 Murray State. Lakeland's going to has to find that first goal. They got to get the lid off of the basket. Once that happens, anything can happen in Rocket League, like we saw last game. 2 goals scored in, I think it was 6 seconds. So Lakeland just has to find that first one here. But Murray State is doing their absolute best to just continually apply this pressure, and Life has found a couple of those 50s this game already. Being able to time that perfectly off the wall and just deny any sort of Lakeland clearance. But Electric's going to be here. He's got a little bit of boost, and he's going to find the back of the net. There's the one goal that they needed. 58 seconds to try to tie this game up. That's plenty of time in the world of Rocket League. Great shot there from Electric.
Yeah, he's able to keep pressure there. You can go for your second touch relatively quick. Kind of just throws a wrench into anything Murray State's trying to set up defensively. So well done there by Electric, and honestly, it was a good setup even by Q-Ball, just trying to beat, I don't remember who it was, but someone from Murray State to that ball.
Ooh, we see two whiffs coming out from the side of Lakeland. Someone's going to have to be back on this rotation here. As Astro is going to maybe be able to find the back of the net. Oh, but he sets up Life. Gets that goal right back 3-1. That spelled danger when you had two people whiffing in midfield. Just nobody back on that third rotation to be able to make something happen.
Yeah, third guy trying to retreat back does not expect the first shot to miss. Kind of just stuck in the middle of nowhere then.
Yeah, Murray State's done well this game, however, just being in front of the net for any sort of rebounds. They've had 2 goals now being set up either from missed shots or good passes from their teammates, and Lakeland just hasn't been able to be there to clear them out. NECC is going to be able to have a shot on net here, but Bernetti is there as the second defender to be able to clear that out. Astro's going to try to just find some insurance, but a great save coming out from Electric. Keeps this game alive for Lakeland. NECC is going to be able to find that pinch. They need to find to the back of the net now if they want any sort of chance to force overtime in this game. We're going to be looking at a 1-1 tie heading into Game 3 of this best-of-7, as nobody seems to want to hit the ball right now. Everyone is just flying over the top of it or underneath it, as looks like Cue Ball is going to be able to, or Nick is going to be able to keep this in the air. Cue Ball is going to find the back of the net. Never say die, never say never. 0 is on the clock, but there is going to be a kickoff here. Is there a chance of a pinch off the kickoff to force overtime here in Game 2? Never mind.
There is not a kickoff.
There is not a kickoff. I don't play enough Rocket League to know that. Nope. That's kind of bogus. There needs to be a kickoff there. They need to change that for Rocket League. I don't care if there's 0s on the clock. There's got to be a kickoff. Murray State takes Game 2. Heading into Game 3. What kind of adjustments do you think Lakeland needs to make, or if any, for Game 3?
Just kind of clean up that middle ground, midfield play. They can kind of keep the ball on Murray State's half. They've been doing well with that.
Yeah.
But when it's in the middle, we just kind of struggle with
getting
touches.
Yeah, and just getting a couple bounces to go their way, right?
Yeah.
Maybe just clean up a couple rotations, being a little more solid on that. As Astro's going to throw something at the front of the net, but Electric is there to say no. This could be an opportunity here from Lakeland, as Cue Ball is the trailer, tried to make something happen, but just doesn't get the right touch he needed. NECC is going to send that into the corner. Life is going to send that across, but Electric is there to find that 50 to try to send something in front of the net for Lakeland, but another great 50 from Life. They're having a good series here so far in Game 3. 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Nothing to start off this game. Been pretty back and forth so far, as Life is going to try to get this out of Murray State's side. Astro is going to be able to capitalize on that clearance. Bernetti just doesn't get the correct touch they needed. Astro's there to try to find some bumps. Electric's going to send that down. NECC tries to find that angle to throw it off the back wall. Unfortunately, just doesn't get the touch he needed. 0 boost in a dream here from Cue Ball, trying to just get this out of Lakeland's half. NECC is going to really send it off the ceiling there and is able to get a nice touch. Kind of throws Life for a loop there. I don't think he realized that he had a chance at getting to that. Just a little bit short there from NECC. Not enough
boost.
Not enough oomph in that one. Just jumped up and barely missed it, as Life's going to send this back into Muskie territory. Electric is back in net, however, going to be able to try to make something happen. He won't win that 50. He can't win them all, Life. That's why they're called 50s. As I think that was cute. Or no, NECC sends it back, and a great pass over to Electric. Capitalizes, gives Lakeland the lead 1-0 here in Game 3.
Yeah, good pass. He knew he had his teammate in Electric out in front of him. Just kind of throw it up, let him make a play.
Yep. Yeah, we're seeing a little bit this semester so far, and it might just be NECC slotting into that starting rotation, just like throw it down and make a play happen, right?
Yeah.
Not even necessarily always planning for these to be passing plays, but looking for those bounces off the sidewall and having someone in front of the net. I don't know if that's pre-planned or if it's just a coincidence for the last 2 weeks, but it's been working so far, as we do see a demo coming out on Astro. Life is going to send this back into Muskie territory. Cue Ball is there. Here comes Electric to try to get this back into the Racers territory. I believe that's their mascot that we figured out last week. Life is going to try to negate any sort of Muskie attack here. Cue Ball is going to send this back around. Electric is there to 50 that on Astro. Here come the Muskies, as they're going to try to collaborate for a pinch there in front of the net. Nothing happening. Cue Ball is going to send that back into Racer territory. The Muskies are still on the attack. This is some really good pressure coming out of Lakeland here. They just have to capitalize and try to increase their lead here, find that 2-0 lead, as Murray State really just has to find a clearance. They have to find a big boom somehow, get this out of their half and relieve some pressure. But again, they find something trying to cross midfield, but NECC is there to say no. He's going to try to send that over to Electric. A great pass, but off the top crossbar, just not able to find the back of the net. As Lakeland is still here to apply this pressure, they're boost starving the absolute hell out of Murray State right now, doing everything that they can to continually apply this pressure. Cue ball's there. Electric, again, a great setup from the Muskies. Cue ball off the back wall. Electric there to finish it off. 2-0 Lakeland.
Yeah, you said it best you could there. Boost starving them has been kind of the goal all game. And yeah, you keep shooting, one's got to fall.
Yep. Eventually, with enough pressure, it's going to crack, and Lakeland does find that second goal here. But as we've talked about in Rocket League, 2-goal lead is the most dangerous thing to have. We really need to see that third goal find the back of the net, as a demo is going to come out onto Astra here, but Murray State is still on the offensive. They still have the pressure. Nick MJ just almost toying with his food, trying to make something happen here. Throws it towards the Racers' net, but nothing cooking there for the Muskies. Electric is just being an absolute menace in front of the net this game. Throws it off the back wall, trying to find Nick MJ. He's going to try to find an angle. Throws it off the back wall for Electric, and again, another really well set up play from the Muskies. 3-0 Lakeland.
Yeah, the last 3 minutes and 32 seconds of this game, we've only seen Lakeland's rotations have been significantly better.
Yeah.
Just kind of see Murray State just stuck in their net a lot of the times and not really knowing who's going for the ball.
Yeah, and I will say Nick MJ has really showed up these last 2 weeks. Not to say that we haven't seen him playing and putting in the work, but he's really showcasing what he can offer to this team, and it's just being able to continually apply the pressure with the team, right? Good communication. He's there. He's trying to make these plays. Whether he's actually trying to have these passes or they're shots and they're just working out his passes, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say that they're passes. But it's working. Lakeland 3-0 here in Game 3 of this best-of-7. But if the series is going to act like it did in the first 2 games, it looks like it's going to be very back and forth, so they cannot take their foot off the gas pedal. They have to try to continue to capitalize on these opportunities. And a great demo coming out in the Lakeland net. Nobody is home. A very well set up play. 3-1 Murray State. There's still plenty of time. 39 seconds for 2 goals. That is very doable for Murray State.
Yeah, in true Rocket League fashion, great shot there from Astro, just not able to find the net. So you say you made a pass.
Yep.
And
passing.
get an assist for it.
Yep. What a fake. What a save. Passing. Everything in between. Nick MJ's going to throw
whatever
this down.
happens is what you tried to do.
Exactly. Exactly. No one can tell you otherwise because they can't tell. 30 seconds remaining. Lakeland up 3-1 here, 2-goal lead, trying to secure this Game 3 victory. And we got a Rule 1 in the corner as well. Electric and Life are absolutely locked down in the Murray State corner. It's going to be a 2v2 maybe for the rest of the game unless there's some sort of bump happening in that corner. I believe Murray State was the team we got a Rule 1 with the first time around as well. No, they weren't. Okay, we got the head shake from production. But 2v2 here is Lakeland's going to try to make something happen. Are they going to be able to find the back of the net? They do. And like we found out last game, it's not reading zeros on the clock. There's 2 seconds left. There is a chance for a kickoff goal here. Murray State's not out of this quite yet.
Yeah, give themselves a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance. Lakeland just, all they have to do is find, well, and that works. Murray State missed.
That's an interesting.
I don't know if that was planned, and maybe they were trying to have that ball get hit back to their defender and maybe try to make something happen, but doesn't work the way Murray State wanted or planned it to. 2-1 Lakeland in this best-of-7 series, and so far we've had 3 really, really fun Rocket League games.
Yeah, some good games. A good last 50-second hoorah out of Murray State there, trying to make things interesting just for it to crumble on the last kickoff. But
that could be a momentum boost for them heading into this game. That's 2 unanswered goals for them in the last minute. So we'll have to see if they can build on that, whereas Lakeland's going to try to build on the win, try to extend this to a 3-1 win and force match point here as we open up Game 4 in Week 1 of the NECC. Not really sure what's going on here. There might be a tech pause coming out as... Oh, we have a disconnect, it looks like, so we're just going to be hanging out here for a little bit until we hop back in here to Game 4. I think they're just going to have to restart the game, I would assume. I don't think we've ever had a DC in Rocket League for us so far, so Sounds good. We'll have to see on that update. We got college football playing tonight. Drop game 1, unfortunately, really close game, 42-37. Heading into overtime here for game 2, trying to force game 3 to start Casper Weasel's season in the ECAC. Little recap of the week. Muskies, Lakeland Valorant was able to pick up a 2-0 win over, I think it was the Mystics, right? I think that's who they played.
Yeah,
Bismarck State. They were able to pick up their win in week 1. Marvel Rivals last night, if you were tuned in, were able to pick up a 3-1 win over, or is it 4-1? I don't know.
3-1.
I'm lost. Yeah, 3-1 win over Illinois University. And Fly Prince was able to pick up a 2-0 victory. I do not know what school he played, but pushes to 1-0 in the ACAC and NBA 2K. So a great start here for the Muskies. Super Smash Bros. Unfortunately dropped their first game of the season in the NECC, but there's going to be plenty of the action for them this semester as they have the NECC and the WEC for Smash. So a ton of Smash Bros. Coming your way as well. Rocket League looking to just push the ball forward and advance and pick up another 1-0 record so far for the Muskies and make it a really solid week to start our spring semester. Looking forward to a lot of action here this spring. We got plenty of games, plenty of different teams, and hopefully some nationals appearance at the end of the semester. So restarting here in game 4. You're not going to have the ticker at the top anymore that shows you the wins and losses in the series because we had to restart this match, but it is 2-1 Lakeland if you've just tuning in a best-of-7 series here in week 1 of the NECC as Murray State's come out with some pressure. They've been able to keep this really in the Muskies' half almost the whole time as Lakeland's going to try to make something happen. A little pinch sends it across the field. Nick MJ's in a spot to make a play. Let's see what he can do. He'd say faking. I don't know what it was. Just flat tire maybe. I don't know. But Murray State's going to try to clear this out. Yeah, a little stick drift. I don't know. Lagging. Who knows? Faking. Any excuse you can find other than I missed.
The dog ate my
Yep. As Murray State with a pretty standard save there, keeping that out of the back of their net. Bernetti tries to make something happen off the wall, but just forgot something on the way down, forgot the ball, as Lakeland's going to keep this in the Racers' half. Electric's going to throw this off the sidewall, try to make something happen, but another great 50 from Life. He has been all over the place. Definitely having a great series so far. Being able to make something happen for the side of Murray State as they've been looking just for anybody to really step up and make some plays. Astro's been there, but Life has really been the one that's been curating any sort of opportunities or defense for the side of Murray State. As here comes Life across the field, going to try to set something up for Astro. It looks like the way Kevin's celebrating looks like he won that game in overtime, so he's going to be heading to a game 3. Don't celebrate too soon. You still got one more game to play. As Casper Weasel's going to be heading to a game 3 in his first week of the ECAC college football bracket. As we're going to see Murray State on the attack, looking for a little 2-tap off the top wall. Life just sends it high. Here comes another shot, but another flat tire coming out. Bernetti and Nick MJ have really got to go get that tire pressure checked as they're just having some really flat shots coming out so far in this game 4. As Nick MJ is going to try to keep this on the Racers' half. Electric throws it off the sidewall, tries to make something happen himself off the crossbar, and Nick MJ and Cue Ball say, fine, we'll do it ourselves. Combined for that pinch.
Friendship.
The power of friendship sends that one in the back of the net. Cue Ball threw Nick MJ into the ball.
Drew it up.
Back into the ball, off a Cue Ball.
A little double commit off crossbar right down.
Whatever works, right?
Finds the net.
Whatever finds the back of the net, doesn't matter how pretty it is. The scoreboard doesn't show any sort of highlights. Only our real replays do here in the Fishbowl, and anyone that clips it in chat. But on the scoreboard, it's 1-0. So Lakeland takes an early lead here in Game 4, looking to extend their lead to 3-1 in the series and force match point. As Life is going to try to make something happen, try to find the equalizer, but just runs out of boost. Really just did not have enough space there to make anything happen. Burnetti's going to try their hand at it. Actually, he'll say faking, leaves it for Life. A great shot. It probably really looked like a fake, but I think he just missed. But again, Life in the right place at the right time, maybe knowing their teammate really well, just finds the back of the net, 1-1.
That was the first time we've seen I can't even say real passing play out of Murray State.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a passing play. Again, they'll say it was, but life just, again, putting Murray State on his back right now, doing everything that they can to be able to keep them in this series, as it's 1-1 here in Game 4, as Lakeland's going to have to try to find an opportunity, much lower scoring than we've seen in most of the games here so far in this series. Approaching 1 minute left to go. Maybe we'll see our first overtime of the series, but again, a minute in Rocket League is an eternity in real life. A lot can happen in that time, as Cue Ball is going to send this back into Racer territory. That might have been a triple commit. There might be an opportunity here to make something happen, but who other than Astro on the rotation there to make something happen, make a save for the side of the Racers, as Nick MJ finds the corner but not able to find the pass over to Cue Ball or Electric. Racers are going to be putting the pressure on. Astro's going to send something across, but here comes Nick MJ, just out of control, but throws it out of the Muskies territory. Cue Ball is going to be there trying to make something happen. Nick MJ again following up. He's going to try to find a teammate in front of the net. Gets bumped off the sidewall. Bernetti with a nice little touch, keeping that away from Electric. Electric's going to throw this off the sidewall, tries to get the pinch. Life again, just there again and again, trying to clear this out of Murray State territory. Nick, a swing and a miss, and here come the Racers. Going to try to find the back of the net. Electric is there. What a great save. Gets back just in the nick of time. Nick MJ is going to slow this one up. Oh my goodness, hello. I did not like that one bit. Nick MJ zero boost in the dream, trying to find a pinch here, but Bernetti is going to keep it alive, so we're not heading to overtime just yet. No, never mind. Overtime, first overtime of the series here. Oh, here we go. All right, this little stalemate kickoff here. Nick MJ is going to just try to brute force this forward, but he forgot something pretty important. The ball is Cue Ball just going to find the back of the net. Again, Nick MJ will say that was planned, but I don't know. We might have a clip, a whole flurry of clips here coming out of Nick MJ.
Fake montage. Maybe
passes, maybe not. Who knows? It's for you to decide. 3-1 Lakeland. They're going to force match point here against Murray State. Just again, Lakeland's taking advantage of their opportunities. A little bit of a stalemate there, and Cue Ball is able to just walk up and find the back of the net there and push Lakeland to this match point here in this best-of-7 series.
Yeah, Lakeland's able to force a lot of pressure, make Murray State uncomfortable, and instead of not too locked in, we're kind of crumbling in the last two games.
Yeah, not as smooth maybe as the first couple games or as the couple series we saw last week. But again, the scoreboard and the win column and loss column doesn't show how well you played. It just shows who won and who lost. So sometimes it just takes everything. It takes all the misses. It takes all the whiffs. It takes all the flat tires possible. As long as you win that series, it doesn't really matter how it looks.
I'm going to start using that excuse. I got a flat tire.
You got a flat tire. You can use it in a lot of things. You know, you pull your hammy. Oh, I got a flat tire. You know. Heading into Game 5 here, Lakeland is up 3-1 in this best-of-7. Looks like Casper Weevil's just starting his Game 3 in his college football, so we'll keep you guys updated in that as well. As the Murray State's going to send this into Muskie territory, and here comes Bernetti trying to make something happen, but just not really able to find a teammate there. Nick MJ is there for the clearance. Astro's going to send that back, but Electric's there. We're just playing a little bit of ping pong right now. I think Life was absolutely headhunting Cue Ball right there. Just not able to find him. Oh, Astro, that was disgusting. I saw that coming, and oh my goodness.
I'm not going to lie. If Life hits this ball, it would have been the craziest clip of all time.
Honestly,
you didn't get there in time.
I'm sorry, Cue Ball, but you just got dunked on. 1-0 Murray State. Great statement start for them as their backs are against the wall. It's match point. They have to make something happen here. So let's see how Lakeland can respond. Electric might respond with a goal here, but Life is in the right place at the right time. A good shot coming out of Electric, but just threw it right at the goalie. So unfortunate there for Lakeland. As Nick MJ maybe finds the pinch, going to throw it off the back wall. As they are going to be able to find it. Again, Nick MJ with an assist. How many assists does he have tonight already?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Give me all of them. Electric is just following Nick MJ on the map wherever they are on the attacking side and is just cleaning up all of Nick MJ's garbage.
I don't even know if I'd call it garbage. Nick MJ was hitting the double tap right there. He was peeking.
He's going for clips, and Electric's just stealing them. Yeah. That's what we're seeing here in the fishbowl. 1-1 in this Game 5. We're going to see if Lakeland can close this out here on match point, or if Murray State can keep their Week 1 hopes alive, trying to improve to 1-0. It's always good to start with a win to start the season off on the right foot. Life might have just set up Lakeland for something here. He's going to have to fix it, but, ooh, actually his teammate. I think Life gets there if his teammate doesn't touch that one. I don't know who that was. A good shot coming in from Electric, and Life was definitely clenching there a little bit, but Bernetti actually just throws that into the back of the net for Lakeland.
Yeah, you'll take that.
Yep. Take it any way you can get it, any way you can slice it. Lakeland 2-1, as they just have to continually apply pressure now. They have to do what they can to find some insurance, as Murray State just has to do what they can to find the back of the net and try to equalize this at very least, because, again, they're on match point. Backs are against the wall. They are already down. They got to try to make something happen here, as Electric's going to just absolutely fly forward. Here comes cue ball off the back wall. And where's Nick MJ? He's lurking, not able to find the back of the net. As Lakeland is going to try to clear this out of their side. Sorry, Yeti's going to have to do some push-ups after this, I think. As Nick MJ's coming through, he's going to put something on net, but Bernetti is there to say no. Pretty standard save. Pretty standard save as Electric's going to try to throw this out of Muskie territory, but the Racers are here. They're going to try to apply some pressure. Cue ball with a good save, but here comes Life. Taps it up to themselves, maybe just trying to set up something for Astro.
He's trying to get a flip reset.
He's just fiddling with the ball in front of the net and not able to do anything. Here comes cue ball. No 75 plugs. Boost, trying to make something happen. The ball's there.
What a shot!
We'll take another one. We'll take another one. You put the ball in front of the net and good things will happen. Sometimes the ball bounces your way, and Astro, I think he got bumped. I think he actually got bumped by Bernetti and just got thrown right into the ball. Just really unfortunate past 2 goals. If you're a Murray State fan, if you're a Lakeland fan, you are praising any opportunity that you can get. Nick MJ is going to try to clear this out of Muskie territory. However, the Racers are there, but Electric is going to be able to be there to clear this out. Pretty standard. Able to fly past 1. Going to fly past 2. Is he going to try to find a clip? Nope. Nick MJ has 12 boost. I don't know what he's doing in front of the net here. You got to turn around and get some boost, my guy. As Lakeland's just got to try to hold on to this lead, but that's an open net, and that's 3-2 Lakeland. All right, so I'm assuming you guys still have – sorry, Casters just lost the game there for a second. Okay.
Yeti hit the keyboard.
We're back. Chris isn't allowed behind the production booth anymore.
Yeti hit Alt-Tab.
That's tank aim for you in real life right there.
He tank aimed his elbow into the keyboard.
Nick MJ with a nice pinch, but Life is there yet again. Life has been all over the field for Murray State. It's definitely not on their back for this. They're doing everything that they can to try to make something happen. Cue ball's going to send this back. He's going to look for a clip of his own, but just can't find the back of the net. He's going to hit the practice range to try to find that one a little bit better, as Electric's going to be there. Keep this out of Lakeland's net. Nick MJ says, all right, I'll try my hand at trying to find a clip here. Lakeland needs to find that insurance goal. 1 goal lead does not feel safe. 1 minute, 30 seconds left. They're trying to close this game out here and pick up their first win of the season. A great bump from Lakeland. Electric's just got to try to find the back of the net. Bernetti is there, but oh, no.
You know, they do say the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead.
Yeah.
I don't think the Muskies can do that when the Racers have 3 own goals in a 4-2 game.
I mean, sometimes the ball really just does not bounce your way, and it just seems like one of those days for Murray State today.
And any net's open.
Yep.
Might as well throw it in one of them.
And I've been there. I've scored own goals on my team before. It doesn't feel good. I'm sure they're kicking themselves for that, but they still have a chance. A minute left. Like we said, a 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in Rocket League. So we're going to have to see if Murray State can try to equalize this up and at the very least force overtime, or if Lakeland can extend their lead and pick up this Week 1 win here in the NECC, trying to improve on their season from last semester. As Electric looks, he's trying to set up Nick MJ, but cue ball is just a bully, not giving him a chance to try to find the back of the net. Nick MJ is going to throw this off the back wall, as Bernetti's going to try to throw this out of Racer territory, but again, the Muskies are there at almost every clearance opportunity. Cue ball just flying all over the place off the ceiling, a bit out of control. We almost had a Rule 1 in net. Almost had a Rule 1 in net. Here come the Racers. Bernetti on net, but a great save from Lakeland. That's how you keep it out of the back of your net, folks. Great save coming out there from Electric. as here comes Nick MJ just trying to keep this on Racers' end with a 2-goal lead. It should spell victory in this Game 5 and in this series here for Lakeland, as it looks like they're going to be able to pick up a Week 1 win and start their season off on the right foot. Lakeland wins 4-1. Great start here for the Rocket League squad here in the Fishbowl in the NECC. And they just have to look to build off this into next week. You take the good with the bad, and they played pretty decent today. There's some things obviously that they can work on. That's with every team, but hats off to them. A 4-1 victory in Week 1 always feels good.
Yeah, especially playing a team that you played as many times as we've played Murray State.
And it's been back and forth with Murray State.
Yeah.
Last semester they had our number a little bit. We
played them twice last semester, split last semester.
We lost to them in the first game in the placements. So I think that puts Lakeland on top 3-2 in the series in the last 5 games. So we'll take that here at the Fishbowl. Another 1-0 start here for the Muskies, and a really good start to the semester. We got some Madden coming tomorrow. I think that's our only game on Thursdays. That might be our only day that we have streams. Some days have streams maybe. We'll have to figure out if we can get Madden on stream. And then Friday we'll have Call of Duty coming at you, and then we'll reset and do it all over again. So plenty of action coming here from the Fishbowl. But that was Rocket League for tonight. A great start to their season, and looking forward to kind of how they improve on this for next week.
Yeah, and finally getting everything underway here. All of our leagues getting started.
Yep.
At least two of our 3 leagues getting started this week.
Yep.
WC
starts next
week or 2 weeks.
Next week.
Yeah. So, but it's only.
Okay. Yep. And Casper Weasel is streaming, so if you want to go watch his matches, he is streaming on Twitch as well. But I think that's going to do it here from us in the Fishbowl. Great start to the Rocket League season here in the NECC. But tune in on Friday. We'll have some ECAC Call of Duty action coming at you. But thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on Friday.